guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the rest of my vinyl record collection. I believe we're up to part 3. Part 2 I did back in September of 2023, which was quite a while ago. And since then, I have purchased a lot of interesting records for you guys that I'm going to be showing you. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, relax, and let us delve into the world of vinyl records. My name is New Wave Rocker J, and this is my channel where I like to talk about anything that's on my mind. And if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well so you know when I make a new video. But let me begin with the first one, which is a classic from 2016, 2017. Dua Lipa. This is her debut. I didn't get the extended edition. This is just a regular one. I highly recommend, if you're a huge Dua Lipa fan, that you should listen to her first album. So these are the lyrics. The black pressing. The next record that I got is Future Nostalgia, the Moonlight edition. I also have this one on CD. This is also one of my favorites. I love the cover art. They have some extra songs here that wasn't on the original Future Nostalgia that I also have on vinyl. The song Fever with Angel, Prisoner with Miley Cyrus, If It Ain't Me, Levitating with The Baby, and One Day with J Balvin, Bad Bunny, and Tiny. That's also a good song. It reminds me a lot of Sailor Moon. Very beautiful. I think that's the first disc. It's the second one. It's also black pressing. Nothing too special. It also comes with the lyric sheet, just like the CD. Next one that I got is her newest album, Radical Optimism, which came out last year in 2024. It came out May 3rd, a day right before my birthday. And a lot of people really do not like this album that much. They feel like her sound changed a lot because it's not like her earlier stuff, because she's matured a lot. I love this picture of her. That's the lyric sheet. She looks a lot like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. And this is the red pressing from Target. My buddy Roger gave this to me for my birthday, and I also gave him the CD for Christmas. I'm not a huge fan of Training Season. I don't think it's really that great. I know it's one of her singles. I really like Houdini. I love the music video. I also like End of an Era. I like French Exit. That's a really good song. Illusion, not so much. Falling Forever is one of my favorites. I believe she sang it live at Glastonbury last year and also at the Royal Albert Hall. I'm also going to get the live vinyl record of that as well. I think that's all the songs that I like from this album. It's very mature. I know it's not as good as Future Nostalgia and her first album, but you know, artists have to mature. They have to change. You cannot be doing the same things over and over again. Next, I have the third album from Glass Animals. This one is How to Be a Human Being. This is one of my highly requested records that I really wanted to get. I was able to get it on Walmart at a cheap price. And I have a couple of favorites from this album, like Youth and Take a Slice. This is the regular black pressing here. I don't think it came out in another color. I'm not sure. I think it did, maybe. That's extremely rare. If it was a different color pressing. This is the lyric sheet. I also like a song here called The Other Side of Paradise. And a lot of people really like the song Pork Soda, but I'm not a fan of that song. Their latest album that came out last year, I Love You So Effing Much. Love, love, love this album. Oh my god, this album got me through some hard times last year. And I can't believe that I missed their tour They were here in New York City last August and I couldn't make it because, you know, I couldn't afford it. They were in Madison Square Garden, but maybe next time. And my favorite tracks on this album, oh, I have a lot. Show Pony, A Tear in Space. I love the music video. I Can Make You Fall in Love Again. I love that song. I also like White Roses and On the Run. That's my #1 song. I think he used one of the quotes from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Thanks for all the fish. And of course, Lost in the Ocean is very sentimental. I love that song. Cover art. This is the black pressing. My pressing has 2 lyric sheets. Like, I have no idea why. I bought this on Walmart and it was like brand new, so I don't know. Maybe they made a mistake. I love the outer space theme. They really worked really hard on this album. This is one of my favorite British indie bands. I love this album. It came out in 2021. Life's a Beach. They used to be called Easy Life, but now they're called Hard Life because they got into this whole scuffle with copyright infringement because they were accused of stealing someone else's name and they had to change their name, which is really sad. I think their hit single from this is Skeletons. There are also songs from here that I really like Nightmares and Have a Great Day, Homesickness, yeah. And I believe they sang some of their songs from this album on FORTNITE. They had like a FORTNITE mini concert if you guys have played FORTNITE. I was back like in 2021. Oh my god, right? Time flies so quickly. And I also have their second album that came out in 2022, Maybe in Another Life. This one didn't do as well as the first one, but still I like it. Anything that these guys do, I like. And I have a couple of songs here that I like Growing Pains and Memory Loss OTT that he also sings with this girl called Benet. See. It's the regular black pressing. So now that they're called Hard Life, they have a new song that came out last year called Tears. I think it's an EP. I'm not sure if they're going to do another album for this year under their new name, but I hope it all goes well for them, and it's really sad that they had to change their name because of a copyright issue. So next up I have Lolo Zouai's second album. This was a rare find because I couldn't find this album anywhere. This album came out in 2022, I believe. This was only sold on her tour she did back in 2023, and luckily a seller from upstate New York had this on Mercari, and I was very happy that I got this because I really wanted this. The album is called Playgirl. The reason why I like it is because it's very like Y2K. I'm a sucker for the Y2K aesthetic because it was my childhood. So I have a lot of songs here that I like. VHS, Crazy Sexy Dream Girl. I also like Blur, and I also like Don't Buy Me Flowers. That's a really sad song, but I like it. I believe the pressing is like silver colored. Yeah, it's silver. It's clear, actually. Silver, clear, whatever. Yeah. I love it. I love the Y2K style. Love it. Love it, love it. Okay, so I think this is a poster. It's a poster slash lyric sheet. Really cool. And it also comes with stickers, which I'm not going to use these because they're so beautiful. I'm just going to keep it in the vinyl pouch. Here is a rare find that I actually bought overseas, and this is the 1994 album from Loft, Wake the World. I believe this came out on CD back in 1994, but it was extremely rare and only very few people have it, but I was able to find on vinyl. I think this is a re-release from Machina Records. I actually bought this all the way from Estonia, believe it or not. And Machina Records has a variety of Eurodance music from the 80s and 90s, which I absolutely love. And I'm very happy that I was able to find this record because I really wanted it. They are well known for their song Hold On, and there's also other songs here that I liked. Mad and Summer Summer. If you're a millennial or if you're from Generation X or even if you're a boomer, you probably remember Eurodance. It was a very popular music genre back in the late 80s and most of the 90s. Most of the music groups who did Eurodance, most of them were German. I think it's like bluish green, like aqua. very happy that I actually bought this. It was a little bit pricey because it was overseas. I will be buying more from them in the future because they have other records that I really want. Also, I bought this from Machina Records from Estonia. This is Loft's second album, Future World. And the only song that I like from this album, honestly, is Mallorca, because that was probably like their only single that they had from 1996. I would have to really listen to this album in its entirety. This was also on CD back in the 90s, and only like very few people have it. And I love, you know, the rave culture. I love that aesthetic. I got the yellow pressing. They also had the black pressing, but I didn't want it. I wanted the yellow one. Next up, I have Olivia Rodrigo's album, Sour. This is her debut. She won a Grammy for this for Best New Artist. Obviously, Olivia Rodrigo is not a millennial. She's from Generation Z, so she's like a couple of years younger than me, like 10 years younger. But I really like her music. My favorite songs from this album are Deja Vu, Good For You. I also like Brutal. I really like the pop rock sound, and I also like the grunge sound as well. The lyric sheet, and this is the regular black pressing with the butterfly. And if you open it here, it looks like a diary. It's very like teeny popperish. It's very like high school angst. You know, I'm past that phase, by the way. But it does give me some nostalgia from that time period. And next, I have her second album, Guts, which has a little bit more of that grunge sound that I like. And this is from 2023. This is her latest one. My favorite songs on here are Vampire, Love Is Embarrassing, and Pretty Isn't Pretty. And Bad Idea, right? Oh yeah, Get Him Back. I like that song too. She was inspired a lot by the grunge scene from the 90s. And this is the black pressing. Look on the inside here. We'll see Guts. A little like a candle. She's probably one of the most tolerable young artists now that's producing good music. Another really good album, Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter. This was given to me as a Christmas present by my buddy Roger. I really liked this album because the #1 song from the album was Espresso. I like Espresso because it has that Italo disco sound that I like, and I also like the music video. She looks like a Barbie. I haven't had the time to listen to the entire album. I only wanted this album because it has Espresso in it. Cute. This is the blue pressing. It's sky blue. And next up, another gift from my buddy Roger. He actually went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio, and he actually bought this album for me from that place. And this is a classic new wave album, The Cars, their debut album. This is from 1978. Honestly, the only song that I like from this album is Just What I Needed. So this is when they were starting out in their career. The Cars, you know, they're a legendary band. Rest in peace, Benjamin Orr and Rick Ocasek. What a shame. They're really talented. Next up, I have this super rare Eurodance album. This is from a relatively unknown Eurodance group called The Free. And The Free was led by a guy named Charles Simmons. And the reason why I bought this is because it has one of my favorite songs, which is Love Letter from Space. And I also like Dance the Night Away. And Dance the Night Away, I think the music video was filmed here in New York City. Awesome. And I love the cover art for this album called Crazy Worlds. This is from 1996. And as you can see, it has that Y2K space aesthetic. I also bought this from Estonia, from Machina Records, the yellow pressing. They also have the black one too. And this also came out on CD back in 1996, but it's very rare. And as you can see, this is the lyric sheet, very Y2K. from the late 90s. Really cool. I grew up in that era, and that's why I love it. They didn't make another album, so it was like a one-hit wonder, I think. And then they disappeared. I think now the lead singer is a fitness trainer or something. And I also got this EP from the Stone Roses, Sally Cinnamon. This is a reissue that came out in 2022. And the only reason why I bought it is because it has the song, not the song Sally Cinnamon, but it has All Across the Sands. I'm also kind of disappointed because I actually thought that on the reissue it was going to have the original 1987 All Across the Sands version. But then I figured out that I would actually have to buy the original pressing from 1987, which contains the version that I want. But anyway, I don't care. You know, I just bought this because I'm a huge fan of the Stone Roses. I also have their debut album, The Stone Roses, from 1989. I just bought this EP because I love it. And it has two sides. I bought this on Walmart. I think this is a black pressing. Yeah. Yeah, it's the black pressing. So yeah, it's just the EP. And the next one, surprisingly, don't throw tomatoes at me. Oh my god. I know this movie was one of the worst movies of last year. I completely agree because I saw it.
I don't want to sing anymore.
A song that is winging along.
Just talk to me.
Or a dance
Tactical bullshit! Incoming!
Just talk. Stop singing.
you believe.
It was really bad, I know. It should have never been made, honestly. They should have just left it the way that it was. But the only reason why I bought the soundtrack was because I like some of the songs on this album. I will tell you which ones I like. Bewitched? The Joker, yeah, I love that song. So I like the last song, True Love Will Find You in the End. I am not a huge fan of Lady Gaga. I never liked her music. I actually never liked her ever as a person or as a musician. I do like Joaquin Phoenix. I think he sings pretty good on this album, to be honest. I was telling my sister the other day that they should have never made this movie. What they should have done is an album or something without making the movie. I think it would have been better that way. Honestly, the movie was really unnecessary. One of the worst movies of 2024. I don't know if it's gonna win any Razzies, but if you haven't seen Joker Folie, fair warning, it's not what you think it is. Conundrum of confusion, basically. It's the red pressing. And I bought this on Walmart. I also bought the score for this film, and I also bought the score for the first film. I don't know when it's going to come, probably in a few months. If it comes in the future, I will show you guys that in the next part of my vinyl record collection. Todd Phillips, he has a reputation for not making very good sequels. So there you go. And last, but certainly not least, is Wicked! Woo! And this is one of the best films of last year. I'm not going to say that this film is like the best film that I've ever seen, but it definitely beats Joker Folie à Deux. I loved it. I went to see it in the theater in November with my sister. It was a beautiful movie, and I cannot wait for part 2, which is coming out in November of this year. Wicked for Good. I bought this on Target for Christmas. It was a Christmas present to myself. And I have a lot of songs I love from this album here. I love Popular. It was sung by Ariana Grande. I also love Defying Gravity, which was sung by Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, Alphabet, and Glinda. I think this is the pink and green pressing. Pink goes well with green.
Pink goes good with green.
Goes well with green.
It so does.
So cute. I think this has 2 records. If you guys haven't seen Wicked, please see it. It's a beautiful movie. I love it. I actually bought this storage box from Doc Safe. I bought it from Amazon. It cost me like $29.99. It's waterproof, it's fireproof, it keeps all of your records safe from dust, and the box fits approximately 100 records, so you're going to be able to fit a lot of records in this box. And at the same time, you can also lock it with a code, and you can also label it, and you can store it in your basement or anywhere so that your records will be nice and safe and they won't break. So if you're interested in purchasing that, highly recommend it. So that was my vinyl record collection for now. I hope you guys enjoyed all of the records that I showed you guys, and I hope that in part 4 I will have more interesting vinyl records for you guys to see. Huge shout out to Machina Records from Estonia. Thank you so much for shipping me all of those wonderful Eurodance records from Estonia to New York City. I will be buying more of your records soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.